Well, at the Penrith meeting last Thursday night, Robbie Morris brought up his 1700th career winner as a driver. He added to that with another win at Newcastle on Friday, and in the opening 5 races at Clubman Angle tonight, he's put on a masterclass, winning a further 2. I caught up with Robbie to congratulate him on his outstanding feat. Well, Robbie, first of all, congratulations on the feat at Penrith, winning the first with GFC for Kerry Towers. Then a couple of pearl drives here tonight, in particular the first, always rocking, brilliant front-running drive.
Yeah, no, first of all, 1700's a big thrill. Obviously my family's been a massive part of it, my wife and 2 kids, and mum and dad couldn't have done it without their support. And I've been very lucky. I've driven for a lot of trainers, and a lot of different trainers have supported me throughout the years, and hopefully it long may continue. But we're happy to get that milestone out of the way, and and then we've had a bit of luck tonight also.
Can you remember your first win?
Yeah, I can actually. It was Penrith, a horse called, surprisingly, a horse called JFK, and my 1700 was on a horse called GFC, so that was a little bit weird. One of Dad's mates said that the other day, but I sat behind the leader there, and he got our turn of Rome and he got the chockies, so it was a good thrill.
And your Dad trained that particular winner?
Yeah, Dad trained him, so Dad kicked me off, and he was always a pretty hard taskmaster, but probably reaping the rewards for it now.
Must be one of the most satisfying wins throughout your career.
I've been very lucky. I've driven a lot of good winners for a lot of different people, but probably the most satisfying was probably the New South Wales Oaks with Aldebaran Ursula. Just for my wife Kerry, we broke her in. Kerry picked her out for $7,000 from the yearling sales, and for her to come out and win an Oaks as a 3-year-old, I thought that was just a pretty cool achievement to do it with your family. So been lucky enough to win a lot of good races, but that's probably one that stands out.
It goes without saying your dad's had a huge influence on your career, but outside of your father, as a youngster, and by the way, as a 17-year-old, your career sort of like was put on hiatus for a while because of EI.
Yeah, just sort of when I was ready to go, EI hit, so we sort of got stalled again for a little bit. But Dad was a massive supporter when I was younger. He gave me a lot of drives on a lot of really slow horses there at times, but I think that was his plan. He kept them horses for me to drive and sort of mould me craft, and I had to keep going to the fence on them, and I think that it's helped me a lot throughout my career.
Outside of your dad, another influence?
Yeah, I was really lucky. I sort of grew up in the era. Greg Bennett was a massive influence on my career early days. I watched him just handle different owners and different horses and pressures of different drives. Obviously, when I was younger, Blake Fitzpatrick too, he was a sort of a junior coming through, and I sort of looked up to him too. He drove a lot for Brian Hancock and those sort of horses, and they were the sort of 2 fellas that I looked up to, along with David Wilkins. He was really good to me. I drove his team sort of as soon as I got out of school. I drove all these horses. He pretty well retired and put me on, and we had a lot of good luck together.
Let's see if we can keep the momentum going on Tuesday afternoon in the first, the trot, Strength of Heart, Queen of Strathfield. Don't touch this.
Yeah, I think I'm driving Strength of Heart. He's going good. He made an error last week, which is a bit uncharacteristic, but he's going good. I think Kerry will stick with Queen of Strathfield, and if she steps, it'll probably be hard to chase. She's going pretty good, Queen of Strathfield, but if I can step and stay in front of her, he'll run a cheeky race.
Over to the second agent, Mary, once again in the trot, and Christopherson, very impressive, winning at Bankstown last Monday.
I'm definitely driving Christopherson. The wife cannot kick me off that one, surely. He's going really good, Christopherson. Mary will run another bottler, but I really like Christopherson. I think he's a horse going places. Over
the third analyst, drama for Troy Primer. Now, put up a nice effort last start when beaten 6.2 metres, running 5th to a real gentleman here last week. Blake Fitzpatrick had the drive on that occasion. Yeah, that's it. Me and Josh were booked last week, so we couldn't jump on it for him, but Troy's a good friend of mine, and she's a nice little filly. She's very green. She probably just needs to be driven the same way again and let her find the line, but I think she's a filly to watch for the future. She's got a bit of potential. Will I am in race 5? Going really good, probably lobs the right gate. Had to do a bit too much work his last couple of runs, but if he can get across to the pain, he'll be hard to chase in that race. And over to race 7, the last, better to be tricky. Yeah, he's honest as the day's long. He raced tonight, he probably needed that run a little bit, so he'll be much better for Tuesday. You mentioned being crook. I spoke to you after race 2 here last Saturday night, and you were very perky, very cheeky as per usual. A couple of races later, and reports you're on your deathbed. Yeah, it was the miracle that I survived, to be honest. I've always been known to be a bit weak, but I had all week off. I ended up being in bed for a week. Me and Archie and my mum got this, and so did Stella, actually got an influenza sort of bug, and it knocked us around a little bit, and it's going around, but I said to Josh the other day, less a man would have died, but I soldiered on. Well, Robbie, once again, congratulations on the 1700. Now the countdown is well and truly on for 1800. No worries, thank you.